Backwards again. Big surprise. Hello again. I presume you've collected all the ingredients then? Yeah, everything's here and accounted for. Here you go. Hand it over globby fat times 5. Hand it over healing herb. Much obliged. Please make your way over to the table. I'll begin preparing the dish immediately. Yay! So nice to have the game. How was it? I call this dish deluxe herb chowder. It was beyond delicious. I feel a sort of comforting warmth throughout my body after eating it. Wouldn't mind having some of this if I ever caught a cold. Indeed, I almost feel like a bowl of this might cure it outright. I'm pleased to hear that. You did mention that this was a rather nostalgic dish. I assume Jusis had it often? That's correct. It was one of his favorite dishes even. To tell you the truth, the one who created this dish was none other than my sister herself. In other words, Lord Jusis's mother. Yes, we found out that Jusis confessed to Reen while they were trying to fall asleep that he and his brother don't share the same mom. Rufus's mother is still alive and presumably married to his father, and Jusis's mother apparently has been deceased for, I want to say 6 or 8 years. I don't recall when he told the story that he said how she died or any of the circumstances, just that that's what happened. So anyway, I see. Well then, would that make you his uncle? He already said that. We already said that. Kind of surprising. Oh, oops, we didn't tell you two about that, did we? My apologies. I was under the impression that you were all aware. I wasn't expecting his mother to be the creator of this dish, though. His mother must have been skilled at cooking if she could think of a dish this delicious. She was indeed. She would even come by to help out here from time to time. The first time she made this soup was when Lord Jusis fell ill during his younger years. She went to the church to ask for medicinal herbs. After which she set about inventing a dish that would be both easy for him to digest and enjoyable to eat. Yup, that's true, Rose. Lord Jusis was always at the front of her mind. It really does sound like she cared deeply for him. Maybe that's why he's like an okay kind of guy most of the time, because he spent his formative years mostly with his mother, and if she was a good person, then she raised him to be a better person. And then his father took over his caretaking when she passed. I think they said 6 or 8 years ago, so he really spent most of his life with her. So that would explain perhaps why, he's good friends with all of these people in town, and the children all know and love him, and all of that stuff. And then he's totally misunderstood by people like Machias that, just because he was born with a father that's a noble, and not only a noble, but the noble of all nobles, so to speak. I forget what they call it in this game. I apologize for that. That would explain why he acts like a nice guy, and everybody seems to like him except Machias. And yet he lost her 8 years ago. Yep, 8 years ago. Sounds like he hasn't had such an easy life after all. That's right, and you, who are the commoner, sorry, I'm talking to my characters, I do that, has been treating him like a complete and total jerk, and you acted more like you're the noble than Jusis does. So, I think somebody is getting a lesson here. Someone's thinking about Jusis. And she's staring at Machias. Who might that be? Certainly not me. Fee has some abilities, I'm saying. They are not telling us what they are, but I'm telling you, I think she's a cat, and I think she's got some kind of psychic badass warrior thing going on. Ha ha ha. I probably said too much. I was hoping that Lord Jusis would be here to enjoy this too, but at any rate, I'm happy that I could talk to you about all this. We've got to learn a bit more about Jusis, so likewise. Haha. Well, that brings my request to an end. Thank you all for your help. There's plenty of soup left over, so feel free to take it with you. We got 5 of them! Yay! Thank you, sir. Let me give you this as well. It's the recipe for it. Oh, yes. It can be made with more common ingredients. If you have the time, you should try and make it for yourselves. Excellent. The more stuff we can cook to heal ourselves, the better. I kind of want to make it right now. I feel somewhat bad being treated to a delicious meal and then being taught a new recipe. That's very generous of you. This is the least I can do for Lord Jusis's friends. Goodbye then. I wish you luck with your future endeavors.